So here's a question we should all ask ourselves. Everybody who's involved in with a mortgage or with interest rates, or everybody who's watching the trends, big question we should ask. Did Tiff Macklem, the Bank of Canada governor, make a mistake? Did he make a mistake by not cutting? Why do I say that? Because I know he's got his own line of bullshit. Okay. Powder dry. He's just a lot of different concerns. Trade more than this. Tariffs more than that. Got to watch. Got to check. Got to think. Got to observe. What if that's really not that true? Like, sure, some points are reasonable. Like, it is chaotic. Sure, it is. It's chaotic. Everything changes once a week. The tariffs change literally daily sometimes. Weekly for sure. Daily sometimes. So it's absolutely chaotic. But let's face facts. There's some very, very bad economic indicators. Very bad. Like housing collapse, real estate collapse in some cities in Canada. Yeah, I know. Oh, Ron, all you care about is Toronto, Vancouver. We're doing fine out here in Calgary. Are you? Like, are you doing fine? Or people, oh no, well, we're good at Winnipeg. Yeah, you're good, but you're Winnipeg. No offense. I love Winnipeg. Love you all, every one of you. Okay. But look, not just that. The automotive thing looks like some big question marks there, if you ask me. I'm going to do another whole video on that. But the other concern that I have is that Governor Macklem has the best, most up-to-date information on this economy that you could possibly get. The best. Because the banks have the best analysis. I don't kid you. I'm not kidding. No, it's true. A CEO of a bank can tell you, if he wanted to, every day, he could tell you how much closer to the limit his whole customer base is on their credit card, on their lines of credit, on their, what was the mortgage defaults today? Like, it's live information the banks have. They're good at analysis. They can tell you, well, how many checks bounced, for God's sakes, okay? Every single day. And from all the banks, that funnels up to the Bank of Canada. If they possibly have the most accurate, in-depth economic reports of real-time activity that you could possibly have. And I'm going to guarantee you something. All of that real-time financial activity in Canada is shit. The enshittification of the Canadian economy continues apace. I guarantee you. Oh no, Ron, everything's fine up here in Edmonton. Okay, maybe. Okay. Oh, Ron, you're so wrong. We're doing okay in Quebec. Actually, I see some of the Quebec stats. It's not perfect. Okay, it's better than Ontario, sure, absolutely, but it's not perfect. So, did he make a mistake? Would it have made more sense for the Bank of Canada governor just to cut? He sees the recession coming. He sees it. It's obvious. He's not sure how bad it will be, but it's very clear that things are going sideways in Canada. It's not good. So why not just keep cutting? If you know that eventually you're going to have to cut based on everything you're seeing, and like I said, don't pay any attention to what he says in the press conferences or in the announcements. There's no point to it, okay? It's only events. It's only the reality on the ground that makes any real difference, okay? So, why not keep cutting? Well, the obvious reason, sadly, is don't create a worse situation by talking about it. If you cut, you have to explain the cut. You have to talk about, oh, yes, there's several issues that we're concerned about. There's over here, that over there. That's why we feel we need to keep cutting. That's not good, right? Because economic confidence, consumer confidence is a spiral. You can either add to the spiral down, or you can try to neutralize it by putting a little floor under it. It's really hard to push it back up because you need actual economic growth to push it back up. We don't have that. So is that what it really was about? He knows in his head he should cut because he knows he's going to get there anyway. He knows that eventually he's going to be 2.5 or 2 or 1.75. He knows that's going to happen because he sees that the data rushing at him about a recession. Probably not right this minute. Absolutely probably not right this minute. So why pause? Why pause and say that you need to, because he doesn't want to make it worse. If you keep having to talk about why you have to cut, that makes it work. He could pause now. He could pause June 4th. He could. Might not, but he could. But that gives him time to let all of the cards fall. And at that point, on July 30th, he says, well, looks like we got to cut. Things have gone to rat shit. Right? I don't think Tiff will say that. As a matter of fact, I'm sure he won't. He'll have some other story to tell, but the cuts will come because, and I know, Ron, you're wrong. The Bank of Canada is not dual mandate. Oh no, they don't have to defend the economy. They don't have to defend unemployment. It's only inflation. Well, I got news for you. They care. They care about unemployment. They care about shrinking GDP. They care about all these things. And guess what? Headline inflation went down, and their own prediction is it will continue to go down. That's one little talking point there. They indicate that just the removal of the carbon tax will account for 0.7% reduction in inflation for the whole year, for the rest of this year. Like, fuck me gently. We listened to Justin tell us there's no inflation caused by the carbon tax. Nothing. That's a lie. It's not inflated. There's no inflation. Okay, one more lie. But folks, this is important to understand. He could have cut, and most, well, let me put it this way. Old man, old woman economists like us, the ones that are like over 60, we've seen this show before. We've seen where the Bank of Canada could have cut, didn't cut to try to create the impression that things aren't that bad, and then was forced to cut more. We have seen this movie before, and we're going to see it again.